Fucking real.
Reggie, how did you get that cam thing?
I bought it.
I want that thing.
Hey guys, MADDEN17 here. Today we're gonna play some Madden 17. Random team challenge. We'll just jump into it. We'll see. No catch the tiger by the toe if he hollers. Let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
You look so weird on the camera.
I'm way over there.
Alright.
If I watch my stream, sit somewhere over there.
Alright. I wish I always had that thing. Hope you would get me that. Did you get me that thing for my birthday?
Why is my fucking camera acting up? Advance camera.
I'm gonna watch you. I love pizza and ketchup. I'm gonna have all this ketchup. It's 10-3. Which it was 10-3 basically. Time. It's a time, but I don't know how to say it.
This camera sucks.
You're putting your camera on again. Don't cut it. If the camera sucks, then give me it.
Alright, this is much better, I guess. I guess so. Do I have my hat right there?
Yeah, sure. Here, catch. Well,
Oh, sorry. Stay right there, stay right there.
right.
Or slip your hat on. Okay. Look, I look pretty fucking good with the slip on. Holy shit.
All the way over here, can't really see that good.
I'll just sit right in that corner right there.
But my memories, we have a chocolate.
Hello,
Oh, drop my
everybody.
fucking camera.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In
I don't want
today's
you to
game,
look at
we've
my
got two
fucking
wide
dick hand,
receivers
but alright.
who love to make an impact and be #1 receivers. It's Dez Bryant going up against Deshaun Jackson. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
I'm the Dallas Cowboys.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from FedEx
I'm
Field.
not a big Cowboys
On the
fan,
return, this
but
is Rashad Ross now.
this is a random team challenge.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought
So I had
down.
to pick a
at
random
about
team
the
to play
23-yard line.
as and all that crap.
So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field.
Yeah,
They'll be
the
led out
stupid
by the veteran
Redskins, yeah.
quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
Let's go! 3-19!
No. This cam is fucking with me, and it's pissing me off. Upper right.
I have to go to the ref.
They'll run the option left. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons. Mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting in. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of games.
And right away,
not yet.
Football. Picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
About a year and I don't know how long, but about a year.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear.
Oh, I'm not giving up on fucking YouTube. I only have like about 30 subscribers.
Go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
No, I'm not giving up. Trust me.
And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well.
Wait, are you fucking kidding me?
Cousins now on second down. He's got the hook up here.
Fuck off, bitch.
Jackson. It's a pickup of 16.
Yeah, you can play a game.
Lead to a new set of downs.
Alright. Wait a minute. I saw something.
Fresh set of downs here.
I saw a fucking play I wanted to do, but I couldn't do it.
They'll run the option left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a third down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Try 18. I didn't start my YouTube channel when I was like 20 and a half.
Scrimmage and taken down.
And right now I'm 21, so living a life.
And that's going to lead to a third down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Cousins now from the
fucking ball, dickhead.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
No, that's fourth down now.
He might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Now on fourth down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who continues to climb up the all-time passing charts. Undrafted from Eastern Illinois, it's Tony Romo.
To me, Tony Romo is one of the great success stories in the NFL. Undrafted, turned himself into one of the top quarterbacks in the league. One of the guys that you would build a team around and expect to contend for a Super Bowl.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking.
And
the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Shotgun pass.
Second down, Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and and it moves the chains.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook.
I do this one more time and it don't work.
That means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Yeah, doing this one.
Let's go now. Right, 20.
They'll try the air now with Romo. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
See what the coach wants.
Now Tony Romo on first down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They go to Elliott again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Romo on 3rd down, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset to come up with that INT. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. Look at the spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Right, shut up. Money.
Be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On third down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Romo hands to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. And how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
From the 50, it's Romo. And his throw is incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Very nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And it looks like we've got a dive set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance to finish things off.
Right there.
Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here we go on 4th. Romo. And it's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement.
I don't want to lose those gift boxes.
And energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Oh.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Cousins from the gun on third. Stays on his feet. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
It makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack.
Here we go.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
And none whatsoever. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down, Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough fourth down situation.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Cousins now on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Getting your back involved. What's the important? And oh, it's blocked. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Elliott. Looking for a save, finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Here's Romo, and he's got his man. It's Escobar. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Here we go. Throwing on 3rd down. Romo.
Just pass the fucking ball.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Crowder now to return. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
First down.
Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? The good thing
I almost punched my computer. Holy shit.
Because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
10 yards to go on third. Now Dunbar. Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get the running game going.
Not trying to, but people are walking by. I don't want them to get in the middle.
37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I almost had that.
To get that one to Chris Thompson. And that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 23 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target
Come
for a really
on.
nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Wait, that
a
was
tough
first down?
run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact type of runs.
I'm not mad.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Romo, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Romo gives to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down.
I hate math, but I read a fucking math than this right now.
Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Romo. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
I am going to make this, man. I'm going to fucking get a touchdown. Watch.
They'll run it now with Dunbar. And a short gain here down to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there. It's going to take him to 4 down.
Now that was a big time play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Ooh.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk. And the Cowboys will call on Dan.
Shit, that hurt like a motherfucker.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way.
What the hell did I hit anyway?
Going all the way into the end zone.
Oh, I hit my fucking pocket knife that was in the pocket. Lucky it wasn't fucking open because I was standing my fucking hand, but holy shit, it hurt.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the
kicks
away
my fucking
here.
Wrist.
And now here's Ross. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect
their good game so far. I don't admit that.
Down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys,
I'm not even fucking. I'm not even a fan of the two anyway.
They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big time play there.
Again, it's Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Holy
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when
Hey.
people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball.
It's a good team, that's why.
And a pass he should have caught.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah,
You've got fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a first down throw, Romo, and that is incomplete.
Who got the fucking flag?
It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. Romo here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And they take over. They'll set up shop.
Let's look up. We keep going for the back and forth for that shit with that little AP. Anyways, overtime, and I'm not looking forward for that.
Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
It is, let's see, 5:47 over here, okay.
Let's go!
Second down, Cousins. He's got time. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch.
Douches thing that's possible. I
just
fucking
his
knew.
feet down inbounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And this is going to be
got it.
picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now. But he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
But, yeah, you can see.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Block him.
Run back.
Touchdown!
Woohoo!
Cowboys! Ezekiel
Holy
Elliott,
shit, yes.
52 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little
Yes.
bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I think he's going to take a knee, probably.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cedric Thornton in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Cousins now on second down. Surveying the field. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Demarcus Lawrence
another fucking sack.
in
Holy
there
shit.
to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Well, what? There you go. I'm not trying to get you, let you guys get the fucking ball this time. So there you go.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And here come the Redskins now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And that takes us from second to third down.
Why not? Just special teams.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And able to find Garcon. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 60 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed from 3 yards out. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Giovanni.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens
I'm in a good mood
after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football
I'm in a
here
good
as we
fucking
get you
mood right now.
reset.
Good mood.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It wouldn't make sense to do that because we just had 2 minutes left
as we resume play.
Why the fuck would you do that, you know? Stupid and retarded.
They come out here in the eye. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
What the fuck was that?
A few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down.
I know I should watch my language for my kids. That's not right.
Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
You want to say hi? Oh, thank you.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They're throwing here. Romo, flush to his right. And that is incomplete here. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, he slipped right by him. Are you kidding me? Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
5 plays there on that drive. And the rookie Ezekiel Elliott able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Jackson's got
like the camera.
The middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I'll obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight end.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
What? Us? We're in Massachusetts. We're in New England. Born and raised. But this is a challenge for me because it's they call it random team challenge. We pick random teams, you have to play as that team, and
on second down.
Mess around.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Romo got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. A road win in the national.
Oh, fuck, that was a good fucking game. Alright, guys. That's the end of my video. I hope you can take care and be safe. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Please take care, be safe.